interesting
Oh,
challenges.
sure.
Well, that's the word we'll stick it to. And it sounds like we're off here.
We sure are. We've got the key in the chest in the sanctuary for Thelaine in our top right. Everybody else started at the house and got a piece of heart. That's a map check. Looked like pendants on Eastern and Hera, Crystal on Desert, but our trackers are probably better at that sort of thing.
We got ourselves an Uncle Open here from 3 of our runners.
Yeah. I mean, it works, especially if you're inclined to get this extra quote-unquote pendant dungeon out of the way in Hyrule Castle. Yeah, and tree pools at the level you can open with just 1 rupee, so not quite useful.
Nothing.
Bombs off the bush crab is gonna be a thing to remember, though.
Yeah, that's an 8 bomb too.
Yeah, super nice. And a
but
couple of bombs out of the or off your uncle too.
Yeah, that's probably what actually killed him. All right, so
yeah,
I really look at
Jack.
Yeah. Aga ain't dead yet, but it doesn't help. What is Kern? Kern is... So Kern threw a bomb at those guards to set up another tree pole.
Yeah, interesting. Wanting to find out the second level there.
That's Kern for you, though. He'll do... He's really well known for doing things like that. Just the small... the small, really weird tech. He knows it.
He definitely has a certain love for this game that is uncommon among runners, or at least uncommon in its expression. But nothing too crazy out of the forest so far. We saw our single arrow where the mushroom used to sit, and you can imagine it stays. Now Thelaine gonna take his big pack of bombs to Mini Moldorm Cave. And
alright.
Oh, gonna get that double after missing another shot on this middle one. There we go. And get another 8-pack, so he's right full again.
Mini Moldorms, please. This is we've been seeing a lot of unorthodox routing. This just throughout this entire tournament, just because these seeds have really forced the issue. And
yeah, when you're missing weapons and items or just trying to pull an edge, well, Power Gloves help on Bonta's screen out of the back of Blind's hut. Cube's going to be right in there. Meanwhile, Thelaine going for a walk way out to Ice Rod Cave. And chat pointing out there was a 10-bomb pack there in Blind's Hut as well, which does set them up nicely for the rest of the village. They were a tiny bit low on bombs. Oh, and they're no longer low on money with 300 out of the back of the well. Bottle vendors a cinch. Oh, 2 gloves and a sword.
Oh, well, Moon Pearl. So Thelaine getting the early Moon Pearl out of Ice Rod Cave.
All right, well, we have Dark World access between them. What's that, under 4 minutes?
I think Aga's on life support now.
Yeah, there's, of course, weird hammer stuff that could happen, but plenty more chests to open. Oh, and the bottle in the chicken hut there. That's nice. This is a very, very kind Kakariko village. Gonna take that right over next door.
Yeah, about the time you want it, yeah. And then we're also not looking at a 1-hour swordless seed. So, good. Yeah. Maybe this will be the seed that will redeem the qualifiers.
It'd be like really straightforward, cool, super fast. We'll see like a lot of great boss tech because they've got the kit. But yeah, we got a boomerang for Thelane then too, out of Sahasral's closet. I guess of all the little metagamey things, we haven't seen the stun prize yet, but only because he didn't go to the village and get a sword.
Thelane's giving. Sorry,
Oh,
go ahead. Thelane's giving us an early check at Eastern.
Yeah.
This be cool. It's kind of like he's routing this like completely different than everybody else. Everybody else has been following, like you said, like what you would call a normal route.
Yeah, the sorts of things that people normally do. And got a couple of runners opting for those 50 rupees because they push towards that magic number 500. When you've got the gloves this early, even just one, let alone the two. Of course, our favorite Big King Fish is in the logic. We got to see what Zora has at some point. Oh, the other thing Gloves put in, I'm seeing on Bonta's screen. If you get that back of escape check without all the annoying upfront stuff.
Well, we'll have to see how long our other runners put off Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah, Moon Pearl's interesting find down there.
Yeah.
Ice Rod, speaking of, or at least speaking of its cave. And now with the key from Sanctuary, Bonta will brave the darkness. Watch closely.
Well, we'll see Bonta's sprite here in a few minutes.
Makes his key.
Through the door.
Just a piece of heart for Thelane out of Eastern. He's going big though. Gonna check the big chest. Right. Oh, it's a map. Oh. Quake? Quake in the dark, huh? Could be big.
I'll have to see if that's required. This early in, it could very well be required.
Yeah, it sure could. And obviously, technically, sequence broken being in the dark. We know that one of Misery Mire or Turtle Rock will be a crystal for the seed, as we have two pendants in the light world. So it'll just remain to be seen what is the key to opening it. And really not get much for the extra effort there to get to the dark room. Just another piece of heart.
Alright, I think we're going to get our first look at the desert area?
It appears so.
No book, but there is, we can check the ledge, and we can see what's at Agina.
And apparently we're just going to Agina.
An off-lost location area.
Yeah, not a popular move usually to make a big long walk, but for the mushroom, it might be worth it. We'll have to find out.
It's a TBD on Agina's cave. He may want to try to hold. Well, he could try to scum it by basically resetting his console if he turns it in. But
it's true.
I think that might be what he's doing, basically.
Yeah, gonna do this fake flipper. I think sets him up nice for it. Here we are on the north.
Yeah, this is probably one of the faster ways of getting. This is actually the fastest without flute or boots.
It is true. One of the more seldom used fake flipper locations. We got that mush. Lane
All right.
finally get. Ooh! Sort of ironic he fake flippered.
Well, okay. I'll take it. I think
Yeah,
Bonta will take it.
yeah, it's a thing. You're gonna get a
That'll-
waterfall wishing.
That could easily lead him towards Ice Rod Cave.
It could. That's where Cube is now, getting his Moon Pearl.
So Cube now has his Dark World access.
It's true.
I mean, I
Of
hope
course.
Kern makes that. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, of course, Mitts being one of the more annoying plays or ways to get your Dark World access. Without the hammer, you get the specific location, and without the flute or anything, it's just kind of annoying to get to.
You have to do everything out of Kakariko. So you could end up just doing like a giant sweep down across the bottom of Dark World Hyrule.
Yeah. Now, huh. And yeah, with the mitts, that kind of gets them just about everywhere. Interestingly, those flippers come in big for like the catfish area. But yeah, it looked like Kern was up the mountain at one point, but didn't find anything to his liking. Must have pushed his way through the dark, rescued the old man, which is fitting with the sprite choice.
Yeah. Alright, an old man has... Or no, we got our first look at Waterfall.
Yeah, Cube gonna be fake flippering in. He's got that Moon Pearl, so he can do a little do-si-do and get himself back on the dry land.
Yep.
Then the lane into the Dark World.
I really like this. Like, really pushing that Dark World access.
Yeah. Oh, and a third bottle available now in the seed. It looks like hookshot out of Waterfall.
I think
I'll
so.
admit I was watching the lanes, but it looks like from chat we're getting some excitement for it, so you wouldn't lie to us, would you?
Alright, and Bonta has his Moon Pearl now.
Very nice. And
Probably
just,
get it.
I think it was arrows on Zora, so...
Yeah, I saw something that very hook shotty, and he has it equipped right now.
Yeah. Good. And Flame is playing in the dirt, gonna see... Oh, Red Rang, no thank you. He's got 23 seconds to get out of there before the text box. Oh boy.
It's a pretty fast digging game.
Oh yeah.
And Bonta also claiming his hook shot.
Very, very nice. Yeah, and actually, that gets you back the other way on that cross, doesn't it? Up in the north of Darkwood.
Delane's taking the frog for a tour.
Yeah, always fun to see. Those things that, when you're playing the vanilla game, you might not have thought to even try, but he can go a lot of places. The guy at the digging game has a problem with him, and technically speaking, it has to do with the way the digging game's implemented, but I'm sure there's some world building there.
You gotta know that hot rando lore.
Yeah. Like the name of that lake is Das Prompt Lake. We got our final Moon Pearl here for Kern. We go into the hype cave for maximum hype.
And $50.
Oh.
Trying to.
Oh, there it is. A good place to find it.
That's a very inconvenient hammer spot.
Yeah.
This world tour is gonna pay for Thelaine.
Yeah, actually, it's huge because we'll be able to get hammer pegs while he's over there, turning into the smith. Because otherwise, if you make that trip without the hammer, you probably don't go back. It's a single spot. Already putting that thing to work. How about it?
Yeah, this is gonna.
Oh, oh man. Frog took that bomb right on the chin. Like a champ, though. Meanwhile, we got Cube down in Skull Woods. Taking us a little somewhere different.
Yeah. The frog's gonna get to know what the pyramid looks like. Oh!
Boy, howdy. That's a shiny mirror.
That's a very shiny.
Huh.
Oh.
Our mushroom was in a Gita, so... Oh gosh, yeah, that's just like a slight missing piece for Thelaine. The mirror there would have just super economized this whole route up here.
I mean, I'd love to get a map check right now.
Yeah, that too.
Where's our...
Actually,
we need to figure out what our third pendant is.
doesn't look anything too interesting out of Skullwoods yet. Oh no. Or was that... Maybe that was on purpose from Cube. Oh, apparently it's Skullwoods. And apparently
it is Skullwoods?
Check. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see it showing up on the tracker now.
Ah, thank you, trackers.
Yeah.
Shout outs to you both. Oh, go ahead.
Shout outs to both of our trackers, Portal Science and I'm gonna be bad here, and Long Road.
Yeah. We're touring the light world now with that Smith. Gonna get the save quit. Probably drop him off real soon. But up out of Paradox Cave with that hookshot, new information. We've got a Bombos medallion.
So, Epipoliticus, how far do you think Bonta is going to push this advantage that he has right now? He has a lot of items early in.
Well, how far can he go?
Yeah.
Well, he can do the whole, both dimensions of this eastern Death Mountain. So definitely expect that. No hammer or mirror, so he'll have to call it quits on this side. He won't be able to get back over to Hera. But maybe isn't too inclined on account of its pendant status. Huh. We've got everything we need for Swamp Palace, just not all on one player.
I mean, Swamp Palace has a lot of value. It can be a very attractive target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, there's the meme of Bowless Pod for Bow in Pod, but that remains to be seen.
Well, the bow is still at large. Oh. Well, this is quite the one-off check that Thelaine is now doing right now.
Yeah, coming at this from the light world, from inside the village like that is a little weird. But hey, speaking
Whoa!
All right.
Wow.
Well, he's pretty comfortable with those dark rooms, if I remember correctly, so that might be on his radar sooner than later to get over to that Palace of Darkness.
Holy heck, that is quite the find.
Yeah, pretty weird. And Cube into Thieves Town now. A natural follow-up following Skull Woods. Went for the Death Warp. Speaking of darkness, there's the lamp. I don't know. Silver arrows, boots? Boots, yeah. How about shoes? Because apparently I just gotta keep saying stuff.
Yeah, we'll just start guessing. Eventually something will stick, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure Bonta will take that hook shot and find something.
Yeah, plenty to do up here.
Yeah. That's something.
Mail? I think that's both mail upgrades. That's about the coolest thing in here. Lane gonna take a slight advantage to Cube here as far as his treatment of Thieves Town, because he's got the hammer, and I have a feeling that's at least part of the reason why Cube ditched out. Was he didn't want to go in there and leave something in that big chest.
That's fair.
Yeah, because other than that, equipment-wise, any sword will do.
This would have worked out for him if he would have head south, but
yeah, that hammer in what we call Hype Cave is just kind of a pain.
Unless he, yeah, all right, yeah, he's gonna take it for a tour.
Hey,
this is gonna work out for ZZZ Cube.
Indeed, as we saw it go for Thelane, there's quite a lot to do.
All right. Well, what crystals are available to Thelane right now? You could do Pod. Thieves Town, of course. I think that's it.
Yeah, he's still got to get around for his hook shot and his flippers. Flippers out of Agina and the hook in the waterfall cave. There's our silver arrows out of Thieves Town.
Oh.
Yeah, as part of the stoppage on Bonta's, his race will still be valid. He'll have a local recording to go by if, in fact, there is a drop of stream.
Yeah. Yep, all's good there. For now, at least. Anyway. I think Thelane is giving us probably our... Yeah. So Thelane is giving us some new information right now. ZZZ Cube is going to be pretty happy.
Yeah.
He's going to be pretty happy with his route right now.
And the question in chat about Hammer is in Hype Cave, as chat and trackers were apt to reply.
I mean, short of Pyramid Fairy, it's a pretty bad spot for it.
Yeah, it's at least a little bit out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, just the compass in that big chest.
And ZZ Cube has his mirror.
Nobody else getting that mushroom yet out of the Venus cave, and so the flippers elude them.
Alright. And Thelane gave us just a textbook blind kill.
For a fluke.
And
hey, what a spot. You're gonna pop out front. You got that mirror.
Was it blind making a musical pun earlier?
Yeah, about a percussionist, I think.
How
about it?
Well, we clearly know what camp the blind is in.
Yeah.
And And it's time for some tunes.
Yeah, with those mitts, this gets a couple other locations open for us right away, of course, in the southwest of our map. Actually, quite a few, because without the book, we've got a little bit extra utility for that flute. At least combined with the mitts and mirror. Alright, Thelane made his way back over here to a spot that we were perhaps considering orphaned. Tell you what, having that flute now, that kind of works out with that purple chest. He went on a big old world tour with the smith, but I doubt he'll be as inclined with the box. He's just not really as good of a traveling partner.
Yeah. And it makes more sense to... So, as everybody probably knows by now, hints are off. Oh.
Got them boots.
Some nice kicks there.
Yeah.
So as everybody's probably aware of now, all these qualifiers have been played with hints off. SG Live in October is also going to be played with hints off. So you're stuck in a scenario where you're not going to get a hint to bail you out on whether or not you need to do the purple chest. So you might as well just do it. And he's going to couple this with a check of K45, which he wasn't able to do earlier because of mirror.
Oh yeah, so a little bit of a tour.
Yeah, but he'll be able to mirror, and yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and.
Yep. Round 7.
Cute.
Oh yeah, I guess he hasn't been to the dam. How about that?
Oh.
I was like, wait, will the box be there if you do swamp? And then I remember you didn't have the, more than half the kit.
Oh yeah, he was fine.
Yeah.
I think you can enter a dungeon. I think it's if you enter Thieves Town, it'll despawn to prevent a soft lock.
Interesting.
Because it's like considered a follower, so like the follower in Thieves Town won't. Oh.
There we go. Just kind of skipping some walking. Going for the ledge check, just a heart. Going back to for Dark One, okay. And then maybe he'll hit up Agina from the mirror side.
Oh yeah, definitely, and he's gonna be put on.
Oh jeez, that was real quick.
Yeah, chat.
Help us out. Bamos Meyer. Alright, Bamos was available. I believe that was that Paradox Cave? I think that's right, looking at Kern and Bonta.
Yeah, I remember something big being in Paradox Cave. I think.
Yeah, you're getting a little bit of confirmation from chat too. So, good. Now we're into our single Light World Crystal Dungeon. Got our boots, so we can get through the whole front half, but
no lamp.
Yeah.
And the boots were in fact required for this dungeon.
Yeah.
Like a hard requirement.
Yeah, you're gonna need that big key to get around in here. Right, lamp was in Super Bunny, so lots of Eastern Death Mountain. Man, so all that considered, if Bonta is going through Thieves Town and all right now, then he could be very well on an even more efficient route through a desert. In the meantime, Cube and Kern getting through Thieves Town now. Gonna be happy with that fleet placement. I guess Cube more so than Kern. What with the mirror and such. Yeah, just dungeon items really out of desert for now.
Yeah. So I think we'll pair this in with probably Checkerboard Cave and...
For his sake, I hope the Agina check.
Yeah, I don't think he'll skip that. I'll be surprised.
Likewise.
Alright, it's 10 arrows. Yeah.
There we go. Nope.
And Kern gets his flute. And ZZ Cube also has his flute as well. Flane's gonna be pretty happy to see this. Doing the old Batman strats to open up that wall. So he has a couple immediate boots checks that he can do, which would be pretty attractive.
Yeah, when you get the mitts, this one's nice and quick.
Yep. Which means the graveyard ledge may not be seen for a bit.
It's true, it's going to be kind of left behind here.
Yeah. Kern to say no to that red boomerang. I don't blame him. You don't need it.
Yeah, you already got blue.
This is all one ever needs in life.
Yeah, with an early hook shot. Quite alright either way. Yeah, those boots locations coming up bunk for the lane.
Alright. And I think
are we getting the third world tour? Not a tour of the third world, but like a one after the second.
Yes. And the lane is gonna definitely turn in that mushroom.
Yeah, he's gonna be real glad he did. If he goes to put those slippers to use right locally, he's gonna be even happier with the arrangement.
Yeah. So the lane has all of the equipment that he. No, wait, he needs hookshot, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got to get up in that waterfall cave.
I think he's gonna claim that here pretty soon, though.
I think so. Heading right to the portal. Meanwhile, Cube about to pick up his mushroom as well, and I imagine with the kit is going to be similarly inclined. Good check.
I'm interested to see where Bonta might be at if he's still racing right now.
Yeah, I mean, he was probably the leader in the pack. Delane showing good pace here too, and I mean, to be honest, all four of them really holding it together quite well.
Yeah, Bonta did disconnect from IRC, so we'll have to see if he reconnects at any point. I'm suspecting he lost internet, but it happens.
Yeah, these things do happen. In either case, as we said before, his top 3 status is secure. His worst race that he has, besides a potential no, or like even the worst case here, was still something like a 97. So he's
he could. Yeah, he could goose egg this and be fine.
Alright, so Thalane with that kit going through the Hype Cave adjacent portal, heading south. Oh baby. It's a Swamp Palace dive.
Oh, this is my favorite dungeon to dive. I have all the equipment. And only
yeah, I mean, so many chests.
Swamp only gets a bad rap when you have to like half dip this.
Yeah.
Or it's pendant.
Pendant Swamp, right, with the hook shot. That's the big old complaint.
But even then,
yeah,
like Pendant Swamp, like if you have to do it, you have to do it. Alright.
There's the bow for Kern. Yeah, Mirror was on the pyramid to answer a question in chat. Here we go. Off to a good start, remembering no hints. Just getting on with it.
Yo, we're getting a pod play.
We sure are. Check that out. We do have the full kit for that as well, although Kern gonna need to find that mirror for Swamp Palace and gonna be maybe just a little disappointed on the route there. Putting that hammer to good use. Making our way to our respective dungeons. Cube making his way up to the mountain now. Oh. Flame a little pump fake off to the left.
So we're going to be bringing in Scary Olive to replace Bonta on stream.
All right.
Our wonderful crew from SpeedGaming is getting that taken care of for us right now.
Kudos to our trackers who are doubtless going to give us up to speed as they take a look. And it looks like if you get a quick glimpse, he's got his own stream tracker. We'll have him cut in just a second.
That's a fairly good looking tracker that he has.
Yeah, it looks like he's been finding the things.
Yeah, he doesn't have hammer yet. I'm suspecting that he needs to do a south route.
Yeah, if he's inclined for the whole Smith tour, he'll be rewarded handsomely altogether.
I think he has like everything Kern has except bow and hammer. It looks like
Something about.
he's based on his tracker right now.
Powder for the lane after a cape early. Some good old safety gear. Not to mention a particular check over by the apparently very important hammer region. Or Hammersmith region. They swing the hammers. And Olive opted into dig his way all the way through his digging game. We know that boomerang came long ago, but he just couldn't help himself. I do think someone mentioned Menu Boss earlier in the chat. Lo and behold, when you got that fighter sword, even the dash pokes, I think, don't quite do it.
Alright. Yeah.
But he is doubling down. That's pretty good. At least best he can.
There's an awkward menu too. Just slightly awkward.
Yeah.
It's
no guff to be given here. Oh, there you go. He's found his rhythm.
pause.
Yeah.
Alright, there you go.
Oh man, there's I think an all down version of that menu that would be super weird. And one silver skewer does the trick. There we go.
Scary Olive is alright, on the right track right now.
Yep.
Alright, whereas
syncing timers, I guess. I get a little worried about the lane stream, but we're just doing timer business since we do have some changes going on with the stream. There you go, with the lane now down another crystal. Number 5-6 in Swamp.
so yeah, actually right now the lane has the crystal lead.
Yeah.
It's been a been kind of a the seed feels like it's been fairly well paced, like not too fast, not too slow. Like we don't know yet until of course go mode, but
Yeah,
I mean,
and
like,
chat
there's
bringing up
something.
an interesting point. It looked like items on left side, one, possibly two. I thought I saw somebody mention, or no, never mind. Yeah, I think it's two.
Yeah. Did Thelaine orphan those? I don't think he did. Did he? Like,
Alright, Cube's gonna go in the Spike Cave.
so yeah, we're being told. Yeah, he did in fact bail. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, and thanks to chat
Oh.
for keeping us honest on that.
hopefully that doesn't bite him.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
All right. Scary Olive has his bow.
Oh. Kern doing a death whoop. As he lacks his mirror, Thelaine now into the Palace of Darkness. Gonna be going for another crystal here. You gotta do the ones you can. He went for the high density stuff first. 6 in Swamp, 5 items to get in the pod. Cube gonna be in the position to get into, but depending on item placement, most likely not clear Misery Mire. It would have to be a close to vanilla King of Samaria. We'll see if he decides to take the dive. Given it's a crystal, might be inclined to only make one trip if he can help it.
So I think Kern's going to be our first one to complete pod. Or at least it was on pace to be the first one to complete pod.
Yeah, I should think so. With
Yeah.
a fistful of keys, Thelaine will be a bit busy for a sec. Locking doors and such. Scary Olive has found his way there as well. Cube now doing the lighter side of the Mire area in Desert Palace. I gotta see Kern here giving the little Helmstar the whack, counting his hammer strikes very carefully. Gets that menu in at just the perfect time. Unleashes that silver arrow before the king even knows what hit him. For 300 rupees.
Yeah, not quite what we're looking for here, but speaking of which, speaking of what we are looking for,
Yeah. Need that fire rod and that Cane of Samaria.
Yep, I think those are only 2 items that we don't know about yet.
Yeah.
That we know will be required.
You have Quake and Dark Cross for Thelaine. Lamp was in Super Bunny Cave, which would be the progression that would lead you to Dark Cross. And then Bombos was... Oh my. Bail me out.
What was that?
Sorry. I'm trying to remember where it was, and I'm totally blanking.
I'm blanking on it too.
Was it Paradox? Bottom Paradox. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, let's get over the east side of Death Mountain, then Dark Cross, to kind of catch the items up. But the 2 red items we're looking for, the Fire Rod and the Cane of Samaria, could be something.
I think Samara is our only item that could potentially be on pedestal. Yep.
Yeah, because Skull Woods is the pendant, so we need the fire rod
Yep.
for that.
So the ped's looking pretty dead right now. It's on life support, but the way these other 19 quals have gone, I wouldn't put it past.
Yeah, I don't even know what the text is for the ped for Kane. That's interesting. Looks like Kern now, with all the kit to do it, is going to go to the Ice Palace.
This is... yeah, we could end up having Samaria or Fire Rod here. This is fresh territory.
True, it's a classic place to find that fire rod. If Lane whacking around in the dark trying to clear out this hammer room, a bit of trouble here. Just one more? Oh. Oh no. Has he a fairy? He does.
Yes.
Alright, so we're good. Yeah, that's a long walk back there, and I wonder if you go lamp searching before you make it.
Yeah, dark turtles are just the worst.
It's a tough proposition.
And not even a Quake medallion to kind of help you.
Right, you could at least get them all flipped at once. Oh, there's more to go. There it is. Alright, so that's the extra.
He succeeds. That's the hard part.
Yeah. The rest of it's mostly a straight line.
Like, it'd be worse if, like, Helmasaur King was also in the dark.
Oh yeah, that would be something, huh?
Yeah.
Gosh, if any of the boss fights in this game were in the dark, I think it'd be just that much more intimidating. If not downright difficult. Alright, Kern, gonna bomb jump his way across.
And one silver arrow, and down goes Helmasaur King.
Kern gonna take his key. Gonna go the sort of well, unintended route, I guess, if you compare it to vanilla.
Yeah, but to be honest, I really love seeing an early small key in Ice Palace for this reason.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you get to skip a lot of running around for chests and all that. And if you can get the items out of the way, especially with the bomb jump played, you can just go ahead and get on down to the boss. Just a map back here in the big key chest.
Still a chance. Well, I'm trying to think of the key placement and where those have to be. If we have to check.
Fire rod. In Ice Palace. Apologies for the interruption. There it was.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
That's worthy.
Way back. So yeah, real.
Okay. Take it.
It's up play from Kern here. Oh, I like that hookshot past the boulder. Nice work.
And then the check iced tea. There's a big key.
Yeah. Maybe something in the big chest, who knows?
And Scary Olive is claiming Helmasaur King's crystal.
Indeed. We'll get him on the map for a second time that way. The lane holding the crystal lead, but again, missing those medallions. The path for which is into Dark Cross.
I mean, oh, Sahasra have the thing.
Yeah, we'll have to find out that Vanilla Green Pendant is a thing to see. Nice and easy to return. Small key out of big chest in Ice Palace. So, if I'm not mistaken, he did go through everything, and we're gonna get something off of Cold Stare. I guess I'll see on the menu.
Okay, Sahasrala.
So,
What you got?
Says.
Ah. Alright, that play was a bust.
Yeah, shame.
Alright.
I'm gonna show us a neat trick. Whacking the cotton puffs here on Cold Stare with the hammer.
He exhibits some care.
Yeah, and does opt for a little bit of fire rod action. Can't blame him. The hitbox on that hammer is just.
Yeah.
Sneaks in potion and just more money off of Batcave for the lane, so another one coming up dry. Cause he.
Alright.
He's got to get to the mountain.
Yeah, looks like current.
Meanwhile, ZZ.
One more?
Oh,
2 more.
there it is. Oh, and a parting gift with the ice block for $20. But it looks like Cube's gonna put our curiosity to rest about the left side of Swamp as he's going back.
Well, we'll have to see. So Scary Olive is also making this play into ice.
Yeah.
I'll have to see. We'll have to see just how many people decide to actually go into Ice Palace to get that. I mean, at this point, like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, eventually you run out of options, but
yeah.
The question, I guess, is when. Hopefully, nobody bothers with Turtle Rock for it, since, well, I mean, having the knowledge after the fact, but yeah.
So
go to a crystal you can complete.
So ZZZ Cube is going to be telling us really soon if the lane made a good or bad decision.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see. The nail in the coffin of things that could be left would be Cane of Samaria or things leading to it. Did we see a shovel turn in yet?
I want to say yes, but I don't remember what it may have been. I think I remember seeing something get dug up, but maybe that was digging game.
Could be. Alright, he's going into Hera, which I guess means the rest of the mountain will follow behind. It'll be a bit of a roundabout way, but he'll get some of what he needs at this point.
Alright, so nothing there.
And the big key, well, yeah, I think I was given at that point. We're gonna have to run it back down. Meanwhile, Kern into Misery Mire. As I kind of expected of the Cube earlier. I think it was.
Oh.
And a Fighter Sword Mire too. Oh, just out of the range of the Wizroom.
Oh man, this room feels really bad without sword beams.
In range, yeah.
You can't even like make your own sword beams by dropping Samaria blocks either.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think my favorite way to see it is with the item that's there. Apparently we missed Kane.
Wait, where was Kane?
I'm guessing it was somewhere.
Whoa, it had to have been in. Was it in the big chest?
Oh, big chest and swamp, right? Oh gosh, yeah, I looked away to watch Meyer, and oh gosh.
That's actually oof.
Oh, that's big oof for Thelaine, yeah.
Yeah, alright. Well, I guess that left side swamp gamble did not pay today.
No, not at all. Alright, here's a shovel for 10 arrows.
Yeah.
Thelaine now getting through the rest of Paradox, got his bombos.
Yeah, this also means for Kern that, like, yeah, Kern is not going to find anything useful here.
Yeah, that dip into here is not worth.
Yeah, we know where everything's at. Now it's just a matter of our runners piecing together the puzzle. They all have different pieces.
Yeah, you know what? The other thing we need that we haven't seen anywhere, a sword.
That is very true.
It's kind of been sitting low key because we've had that hammer and a lot of other items to help us out. But we need one more sword if we want to do any.
I mean, like, it would be the first seed disqualifier that had a sword mode.
And chat pointing out, there are trackers even pointing out there was one on Bumper Ledge. Man, the routing has been so disjointed here.
We've had runners all over the place, though, so yeah, that's available to Thelaine. Has he scouted that?
You know, I'm not sure, because I don't think he went up that way in the Dark World. He had gone over for, with his boots in the Light World for King's Tomb and Bonk. Kind of orphaning graveyard in the process.
Also, did Cube also scout that?
I think Cube was the one who saw it, because I think he was the one that was in Swamp, or Skull.
Okay. So he saw it.
I think so. And he has his cape, so he can kind of fast track his way through.
Yeah. So right now, kind of our status is Scary Olive needs Canis Samaria and boots to finish Desert Palace. Also needs the mirror, and also potentially the cape to get that sword. Yeah,
there are 2 other swords in the game, so they may pop up in each runner's search for some other item. Maybe even for a sword.
ZZZ Cube just needs Fire Rod. And if he knows where the second sword is, he'll probably be happy. Kern, he also needs his boots and Samarian. And potentially a sword. And then Thelaine needs the Fire Rod and Samaria. And also needs to get a sword.
Oh. Yeah, Thelaine going for the basement of Hera right now, and that's quite the play. I wonder, maybe as a reaction to the late Dark Death Mountain play.
How will our runners piece everything together?
It's going to be real interesting to see. The big key right out of the basement. Why else would he be there? Mom, Boot's coming for Kern now as he gets into the hammer picks. I'm gonna see that fire rod taken to the back of this forest, I think. Yeah, we're just. Oh, yeah, going right to the back.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the pendant. I mean, from Scary Olive's position, without the mirror, has no access to Swamp Palace. Samaria makes Misery Mire not very attractive. And Turtle Rock is also out of the picture.
Yeah. The lane going the distance here. Got 2 red rupees on the big chest floor of Hera, and right on up the Moldorm, because, I mean, while you're here, I guess.
So, can someone remind me, where was the cape at?
Oh, cape was the first item chest in Swamp.
It was? Okay.
Yeah, shame. Got the cape out of Swamp. Did not get the cane out of Swamp.
Kern's taken the chest for quite the stroll.
Spud Cave for the lane. Scary pushing on in another pendant dungeon himself here in Skull Woods. Likes his chances against the Moth despite a somewhat lacking kit, I'll say. Although he may have a green potion if he decides that's the thing he needs.
No Spike Cave. I'm suspecting that probably these other 2 swords are probably in either Turtle Rock or GT.
Yeah. It kind of seems that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, big red pendant for Scary. A big gray cutscene for Cube. Ice Palace dip for Thelane. It's gonna get him his Fire Rod. Kern doing mountain things. Guess just hasn't been over the pyramid yet for his mirror. That's gonna end up being the holding point for him.
So, when will Thelane return to Swamp? I have the feeling that he might last location it at this point. Which is fortunate to see. But rando be rando.
Yeah. Yeah, cause he's got 2 just I think kind of guess I'll forfeit kind of locations to get back to.
Oh, and I have a status update on Bonta.
Has reconnected to IRC, yeah.
Yes. It's good. That's good to see.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I don't think he usually does interviews anyway, so we'll gladly report his finish. But don't worry, we're missing out on any hard-hitting post-race interviews or anything with him. The strong silent type. But yeah, I think the extra salt on that cane location for Thelane is going to be the big key back to the big chest. It's just like, oh man. Cube heading into Mire now. He's got that cane. He's going to be able to finish the dungeon.
Hey, Peg Cave.
Yeah, Scary gonna get some boots now too. That's a thing every runner likes to see.
And is required in this case.
Yeah, it's true. Desert Palace has a big key on the torch, and who knows, might be a Two Shoes kind of seed with big key torch and Gannett's Tower. That, of course, remains to be seen.
Shout out to this Cube trying to use Ice Rod to kill some of these.
Oh yeah. Tough shots to take, just for the speed of the projectile, of course.
Yeah. Especially if you don't use that strat very often.
Yeah. Fire rod for the lane there out of that horseshoe. Yeah, just kind of watching our runners retrace each other's steps. The thing we're going to see new first is Vitreous fight, but it should be over fairly quickly with the arrow count and silvers for ZZZ Cube. And I think Ice Palace is next for him. That'll be just as well. He'll score himself a Fire Rod, which will get him a rather, I would say, traditional close to his seed to take TR last and hightail it over to Ganon's Tower. Well, plus minus the sword, as I myself forgot it again.
We've been in no mode for a pretty long time, haven't we?
Yeah, I guess so. Whether or not we knew it, because I definitely didn't know about that sword bumper for a minute. But yeah, this seed unfolded Dark World access in under 4 minutes. Pump fake by ZZ.
I'd say this seed was pretty non-linear. I think it's probably a fair thing to say about it.
Yeah, stuff all over the place, and I mean the big thing I think that kind of felt like the biggest windfall was the Smith World Tour option. And there was a way to take that if you had certain other items first, there was just like 8 items going around that loop. But as far as the progression, it wasn't exactly boom, boom, boom.
Alright, and the lane takes down that cold stare. It's is $20 and a crystal. Alright.
Yeah,
now
the Fire Rod strats there, even willing to drink the potion. Because Fighter Sword ain't cutting it, and Hammer's just tough swinging.
Full lane. Don't forget about left side swamp.
Yeah. Don't forget about Dark Cross either, but that's what's left.
That's what the lane needs.
Kern, gonna get that mirror at an hour and 8 after a Palace of Darkness done. Always a slightly frustrating sight. So much backtracking in that dungeon.
At least he's got it. Now he knows what he needs to do.
Indeed.
Maybe.
Pump fake? Oh, go to Meyer.
At least my area, I hope.
Well, yeah, without the cane, I hope he's a bit more reticent.
You already dived Meyer, though, didn't he? Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah. He was the one who showed us first. And so, yeah. Oh, I guess he's had his boots coming since then. Max Skull Woods for Thelaine, got the Fire Rod following the scent, as it were. Cube now going to be walking into a Vitreous fight very shortly. Pretty much the archery exam.
So I think Cube is set up right now to actually avoid Eastern Palace.
Yeah, if he's done so altogether, then I think he will. Because he's got pot under his belt.
Yeah. And he's gonna probably want to go to... He's gonna want to go to Ice Palace next, because it'll be the next crystal that's open to him. So, Cube could easily be in go mode here very soon.
Yeah, I think he was the one with the knowledge of that sword location, so...
Yep.
Whenever he decides he might wait to get there.
I hope that maybe he decides to go grab that before proceeding into ice. It will make Cold Stare a little easier. And
let's get his audio going, see if...
Or...
There we go. Yeah, it looks like he's going right for ice.
Alright.
Yeah. Feeling strong with the kid he's got, and that's just as well.
And we know that it was Cube that had the intel.
Right.
Okay. This is interesting. Maybe he's just hoping to find another sword along the way. That could be it.
Yeah, I think, you know, for what it's worth, if he feels comfortable anyway with like a hammer Cold Stare, then he's gonna feel all set here. And even then, if he's still got his green potion, he'd be able to get away with, I think... Oh, the blind ped pool from Thalane. Oh boy, snuck it in there. Silly me, I switched the audio. And just some bombs. Well...
not today, unfortunately.
No. That's gotta feel a little bit rough. Meanwhile, looks like Scary Olive getting the back massage from the tile room in Heron. Oh.
I heard that it'd be quite a comfortable experience. Well, up to a certain point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not sure how I like the spinning pointy corners, but I don't know. It's probably some tradition.
Maybe somewhere.
And Scary, still without his mirror, is going to take the Death Warp down here instead of being able to mirror. But he got his big key in Hera. He's going to go up and find 20 bucks, and we'll see if he finishes the dungeon out. He may be going for a blind pet as well.
I mean, yeah, these pendant dungeons are pretty baity.
Yeah, pretty quick altogether. Especially the bow was relatively early in the seed. It seemed like everybody chose to do smiths because of the early mitts, and it turned out to be a pretty good play for the bow. Although I guess Fire Rod for Skull was kind of yeah.
Alright, Kern. Do left side swamp. Alright.
Thalane, the double take. He's gonna deal with a couple enemies first and then try to pop his way into that bumper cave.
Murder dactyls. They deserve their name.
Indeed.
So now Thalane, you gotta go to Dark Cross, man. As Cube is assuming he's remembered about that sword, is gonna be in go mode here in just a hot second.
Yeah, it won't be long.
There we go.
Thalane getting back here to a graveyard ledge. Sensible given the route.
Yeah, Cube knows he's in go mode.
Yeah, it seems so. Because he definitely has that big key from an earlier point.
Yeah.
And skipping the chest,
he's like,
so.
No, I'm getting the heck out of here. I'm done.
So done.
It's been a grueling series of qualifiers. And now it's down to Cube being in go mode first.
All right, so we're getting some castle plays out of the lane. He's got the lamp. There'll be no reason to go check the cross at this point. I think he'll finally get that cane, or the quake rather. And he's just gonna have to remember to get to back to swamp. I say remember, but think of really. And spin speed off of everything for the lane in the seed. You gotta have a little fun with it. Yeah, there goes Ice Palace for ZZZ Cube. And he'll go to Turtle Rock and Gavin's Tower thereafter. If you like ped checks, you can get your second one for free right here, right now, on the top left of your screen. Cube gonna shoot Hubris, pick up some potions. No reason to take a costly mistake when you got Flute and like $1 bajillion.
Oh yeah.
But you know, place he didn't go. He's counting on Sword somewhere. We have Thelaine finally getting into Dark Cross for that quick medallion.
Oh yeah, that'll be. Yeah, this is exactly what he needs. Well, part of it.
Yeah, it's half of getting anywhere in Turtle Rock. Speaking of which, Cube has found himself on the doorstep soonly.
Alright, and Kern, are you going to abandon left side?
Yeah, that's where we're about to find. Oh, just misses that silver shot. Dang. There it goes. Took a few.
No, my boy Kern here. I don't think he will.
We'll
I believe in him. I think he knows there's 2 items there. And he's still looking for something.
It'll prove to be the prudent move.
He does have a lot fewer checks available to him right now. So it would be, it would behoove him to... Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Kern is going to be our second runner in go mode.
Was that a little bit of musical slashing? It seemed a bit mistimed. Yeah, Kern and Cube both in need of swords. Just such a, always such a bummer to see on the go mode. It creates some interest, but... That's Desert Palace for Thelaine, but missing that cane still, as we know where it is. little bit of question in chat about where the sword was. It was on the bumper cave ledge in Dark World there, in the northwest. And nobody else has gone for it but Thelaine. Cube, playing like he doesn't really quite need it, left something behind in Ice Palace, but might have been aware of the item count too.
I mean, it could easily just be like a scenario where he figures he probably will just find one in GT and he doesn't want to spend the time.
Yeah,
going
it's
for
definitely a commonly held superstition, if you will. There's always a sword in GT somewhere, if you don't already have it before.
I mean, based on what he's cleared out, right, and what he knows about, he figures that the chance is pretty high, even without seeing Eastern Palace or really much of Skullwoods, not all of it at least. And I don't think he even touched Terra either.
Yeah, Cube playing it smart, going for
indeed
crystals and finishing them out.
I mean, that's
Kane for Kern.
All right, Kern is in go mode too. We'll see if he goes for that. Yeah, I think he's gonna go grab that sword.
Yeah, when you know where it is, and it's not a terribly long check. You know, because, well, you just don't want to go, yeah, there's a sword in GT, and then be faced with, like, oh, it was Hope Room Big Key. Do I?
I mean, it sets you up for getting tempered. And tempered is kind of like the...
That's also true, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where you want to be at to be comfortable.
Yeah. And half magic here on Laser Bridge. You're seeing the very traditional mirror shield strats here.
It's almost as if that's what the developers intended.
Yeah.
But what do I know? The power of powder right there.
Oh, I'm squeezing by the Hokudoku. Setting up the Samaria block. Yeah, Thelaine, having done admiring out the cave, is going to be quite disappointed. Meanwhile, Kern, we're going to finish this one out. As we're getting Hammer Trinex because, well, swords, man. Where they be? Oh.
Missed.
In case you were wondering, the ice spray does no damage.
Where did Cube find half magic?
That was on Laser Bridge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Don't worry, recent development.
Alright.
I'll tell you what, helps out. Going into this particular boss fight.
It's probably one of the better places to find half magic.
Definitely a relief if you're there looking for the small key. And some nice precision strikes here. Cube being able to finish off the second phase in relative short order.
Crystal number 7?
Yep. And the numbers have started flowing. As you go into the Ganon's Tower here on stream, sometimes we play a guessing game. We got 22 chests in which that Ganon's Tower big key can be found. And just put a number in the chat. Where do you think it's going to be? This is all based off Cube's routing, so you might go a certain way. But if he decides to go like full right, we're counting that.
I'm going to go with a big number like 20 or something like that.
Yeah? Let's see.
We won't go all the way. We'll go most of it.
You know what? I don't know how Cube routes, but I'm going Torch. I like boots. I like when boots are required. I like when boots are early. So let's say 3, because that's kind of traditional.
All right. Well, we'll see how this works out, I guess.
Yeah, it could be as low as numero uno.
That'd be quite the respite. Alright. Looks like
Actually,
it's
you
gonna
know
be
what? Yeah, if he's looking for a sword, it's probably a high number anyway. I wasn't even thinking about that.
True.
Yeah. Oh. It was 2.
Oof.
Numero 2. Is he a madman? Is he a straight up madman? Not quite.
Oh no, he has to grab a key.
Oh yeah, true. He might still be a madman. Yeah, not grabbing a key here would be absolute, just insane. Just full courage, full craziness. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of Y button presses in Cube's Gauntlet. That fighter sword is going to be just awful. Yeah, Kern on his way up the mountain now. Gonna be going to Triple Rock. Oh, making his way back now through the spike slide.
Down goes Landmo.
Yeah, Scary Olive putting things together a little bit now.
Yeah.
Hasn't been in the swamp yet, so I guess the hope's alive for that Kane. Well, look where Thelane is, speaking of.
Yeah. He's gonna get the news.
Yeah. Making his way up and around and all that now. A little bit of fighter sword action there in the Gauntlet for ZZ Cube. Definitely not the preferred weapon, but making it work. And really nice Lambo RNG there for the third positioning. Had great shooting on the first two, and it just kind of gave him the gift. Yeah, Cube just with so much purpose, making his way through Ganon's tower climb. Rationing magic just so. Oh, getting roll rejected by the spark there. Here come the Elmas. Gonna need that extra key for such a quick climb. And we're coming down to the moment of truth. Oh, the extra key there.
Yeah, Thelane.
Wow, he could have skipped the key. That's so dumb.
Hey, you know what? You could never bank on that, though.
Oh, yeah, of course not. But still, just the fact it came out.
Yeah. So, I've seen some... So, like, during spoiler races, I've seen some interesting... Like, yeah, he just goes and... Yeah, you look ahead, you see that there's a key up there. You don't bother.
I mean, it saves you a step. Especially if you get the early BK like that. You got the hammer coming out for Moldorm. Cube exercising patience after a just hurried run up the tower. And Moldorm just really coming right at him. There has been no sword. There has been no sword. Again, it's tower. It's not in the bit that Cube explored.
Yeah, this is gonna be a very fast. Yeah, that's gonna be the danger here, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to.
Pretty decent geometry there. Oh, that was a little trickier. Ah. All right, down goes Agate too. I wouldn't be surprised if the use of the fighter sword there led to some of those angle problems.
It's typically a scenario that you're not in, and Cube is gonna have to make a detour to get a sword.
Yeah, it seems like it. Not a thing you often see, but at least he knows exactly where to go. That helps out a lot. No, bird, not there, not there. Ledge of the mountain. Yeah, Viddy down for the lane now that he's found his king out of the swamp. Got Colonel on the laser bridge. Scary Olive in the swamp himself.
Yeah, Cube is gonna lose his mirror portal, so.
Yeah, that's just as well. Probably see him run down to well, Flute 4 and go the Swamp Palace way, I guess.
Yeah, that would. Or Flute to 5. You have boots.
Yeah, that's a pretty quick run too.
So,
yeah, and you don't have to worry about hammer. Doing his diligence, throwing the block. Huh.
So
no, the fairy out of the month.
So Bumper Cave had our go mode sword.
Yep. Like 2 minutes before the Ganon fight.
Yep.
That's pretty good. Oh man, getting the good old-fashioned spam strat out of Kern. Not to decry it, but it works. They do the damage.
Yeah, with half magic, it's a pretty viable thing to do.
Yeah, it beats Master Sword or Hammer strats on that.
Kern.
Oh.
Don't die on us.
Yeah, don't you die on me.
Alright, there we go. Oh, I believed. I had no doubts. Alright. So yeah, this is gonna cost ZZZ Cube some time. This could be the difference between, like, we'll have to see what the standings are after everything is said and done. But this decision to put off that sword may have cost him potentially.
Oh yeah, some
we'll
little bit of work, yeah. And one final spin speed for ZZ. Dodges the Ropa. And he's up. In the hole. That's one heck of a mini golf shot. And Kern, of course, understanding you got to respect the Lionels there on the bridge if you've got less than Tempered Sword.
So, this phase 1 and 2 again is not going to be trivial. There's
Master Sword.
Yeah, there's a lot of spins that have to happen.
Indeed. Gonna have to get this in and use the family secret technique to even put a scratch on his adversary. Half magic is a big help, though.
Right.
To just not worry too much.
So, Kern decided to go full left.
Oh man. Yeah, well.
I think.
And he gets keys and a sword. So he went to Tempered. How about it? Dang, that's ooh. Well, not gonna swing the difference between Cube and Kern here, obviously, but
Yeah. Oh, he's
Cube
bailing
just got a
though.
little bit left. That is interesting. Wow. I know that
Oh.
is the route that's in the meta now, but yeah, what a time to make that decision. Oh, that's perfect. He gets his sword, gets his key.
All right. And back on Cube's side here.
Hey, we're into a phase 4. I missed the glitch, but we got half magic, so silvers make this no problem. We're still having to get the spins in because Master Sword being what it is. But at least he doesn't have to get too tight with the timing. Oh, apparently
Be careful.
just a touch late. Beating up that extra, and there it is.
There we go. All right, you got the good old 1x3 bridge here. I'm sure he'll cross it just fine.
I hope so.
All right, and
There it is.
so ZZZ Cube has finished this race, first on stream and third overall, with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, 31 seconds.
That is correct. He was preceded by Haiku Type in second place with a 136.26. That's a 5-second snipe. That trip for the sword ended up being significant, I guess. And Willard J. Bradley with the first overall in this 20th qualifier. 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 14 seconds. GG to all three.
That pretty solid qualifier time.
Yeah, and that pack of times right there is going to set the par time for this race. And so everybody who finishes after the average of those 3 times is going to be losing the points. We were joined immediately by ZZZ Cube. GG, nice run.
GG, everybody.
So, well, there were items everywhere.
Yes, there was a 10-minute stretch from like minute 25 to 35 where it just seemed like everywhere I went had something good.
Yeah, it was a sort of huge burst, especially at the beginning. I think between the 4 of you, it was Dark World in under 4 minutes.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, but so this being the last qualifier, you've put up a heck of a time. You'll be real close to the par. You feeling pretty good about your seating for the event? Planning on going?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going, but I'm happy with this either way.
Yeah.
I definitely think I punched above my weight class a little bit in these qualifiers.
Hey,
for sure.
well,
So
maybe it is just that you underestimate yourself. We'll have to see. But I hope you are able to make the event, especially if you're going to put up more runs like that. Any particular like standout parts for you? Things you're especially pleased with? You said like felt like you punched above your weight.
well, when
like,
the
fun
mirror
items or
seemed
anything?
really good. The cane even better. Obviously.
Oh yeah. To be honest, with what's happening on stream right now, Thelaine seemed to kind of pull ahead in a way, orphaned that cane location, and it was surely the last thing he got.
Yeah, me beating Thelaine is not common, for sure, so I'm not surprised to hear that at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise I just kind of like found everything up into the fire run, where I picked wrong and then wrong again. But I had such a big lead at that point, it didn't really matter.
Yeah, it came out just fine through that. And
Yeah, I figured if I found a sword just on the way, I would win for sure.
Yeah.
And then if I had to go out to the bunker cave to get that one, I might still have a shot. So I decided I wasn't going to freak out too much.
Can I tell you where one of the swords was?
I just was watching the delay there. I saw the one in the Stealth Hoster name.
Yeah, that was the one I was going to mention.
Yeah. I didn't check chest 4 on Laser Bridge, which I actually think was just bad.
Yeah, they might have been, yeah.
I don't know if it was in there or not, but I think that I'm supposed to check that just in case.
Yeah, but overall, I mean, counting it out, there ended up being a key on the way up too, so you could have fully YOLO'd him the whole way.
Yeah, don't do that. Those watching at home.
Statistically, it like never works.
Yeah, never do that.
Especially when you've only opened 2 things. Like you have absolutely no read on whether
you will be very sad when you get to the top and have to move.
Yeah. Well, we did get 2 blind ped pools, so
Oh, lovely.
You managed to win out in that department. I think mostly avoiding the pendant dungeons altogether. You dipped Skullwoods a bit, right?
Yeah, I got both the items in Skullwoods. Skipping Eastern was scary. I don't like it.
Those front chests are kind of just like Sphere Zero, as it were.
And like when you're done pod, like I'm just at that point I'm not going back there. Right?
Yeah.
And it's green pendant, so there's 4 items.
Right. Well.
But it worked out this time.
I was going to say,
if you want to do well on a
different
race
seed,
like this,
you
you
got
gotta make
into
it
trouble.
close.
What was that? Sorry.
If you want to do well on a race like this, you gotta make a play at some point.
Yeah, for sure. And more critical than that, you have to make the right ones, which, of course, nobody knows, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can't control whether or not they're right a lot of the time. Or at least I can't.
Yeah. We did see a bit more prudence from the other runners on stream, too, bothering to go get that cane, but each of them kind of ending up in Swamp pretty late comparatively.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually a decision we can talk about, because I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to do there. I had Swamp, I had Pod, I could dive Mire, I could go to Ice, like, it just... I wasn't really sure there what to do either.
Yeah.
And then you kill Argus, you find nothing.
Right, yeah, the mini boss.
So it's like feels bad, and then go back again, get bailed out.
But Kern finishing up his 7,000 series train, the Ganem fight, he finishes in 4th place overall, 2nd on the restream, with a time of 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 46 seconds. And as speedy in his run as he is to get to this interview booth. Hello, Kern, GG.
GG, dude.
Hey, Kern. How's it going?
You will be resolving a technical issue and be right in.
Okay.
But, I'm sorry, I think I cut you off, Cube. You were saying about the gambles, like which one to pick and all that.
Well, yeah, but like after you pick Swamp first, and then you go to Argus, and you still don't have any.
Yeah,
it's like
and
pretty
then
terrible.
You go left side and you find the big key, and you're like, oh, this better work.
Yeah, and then you find the big key, and you're like, yeah, this is a waste of 4 minutes if I've ever seen one, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get 10 arrows. But ended up making the right calls and getting things done. It was I think I mentioned it already, but pretty impressive. Managed to even get the fighter sword some use on the way up the gauntlet. I wasn't even sure that worked on anything in there.
Yeah, damage is everything, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Right.
Some things you don't want to fight Stealthos with a fighter sword.
Right.
So we're now joined by Kern again. GG, Kern.
Oh, now he can hear us, but we can't hear him.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Hey, first
Yes.
guy.
Hey, I figured it out. Technology, you guys.
Hey, man.
Give it up for technology. Thank you.
Well, yeah, GG. Well run.
Thanks.
And, how you feeling after that one?
Pretty good. I just wanted to beat my previous top time in the qualifiers, and I did. So, so this race doesn't count, but that's a good thing. It doesn't count in the scoring.
Right. The way these qualifiers are scored is we have the race in 5 races. The middle 3 are picked. Your top considered the outlier, your bottom considered the outlier, and that will place you against everyone.
Yep. This one. So Kern, this was a 93.69.
That was mine.
Yeah, that was your score. Yep.
Okay. Oh, I think that's the best I've done so far. I don't know. No idea. Anyway, feel pretty good about it.
That's fair.
Good game, Cube.
GG, dude.
And, any standout moments for you with the seed? Any things that really put you through the grinder, you feel?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I got bailed out a little bit with where progression was. I probably spent just as long deciding whether or not I wanted to go to Tower of Hera as it would have taken to just go to Tower of Hera. So that got me a little bit.
Just like kind of running in circles around the windmill.
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah. Well, a fourth in this field, definitely not a bad showing, so ended up working out.
Yeah.
That was left side a thing you normally do in Swamp?
Yes, actually, I would. In this situation, I would normally do left sides first.
Yeah.
Because if I get a dungeon item, I'll normally go left side. Even if it's my go mode that I'm looking for, sometimes I'll still go left first if I get a dungeon item, because the odds are, especially in the situation where I had cleared, the odds are that I'm not going to get the progression in Swamp, and I'm going to have to go left side eventually anyway, so might as well do it the faster way. But I'm bummed I didn't do it this time. I would have saved a little bit of time.
Yeah. But at least you did go back for it, because, yeah, that cane ended up being obviously very required.
Oh yeah, I feel like in qualifier races, in this particular setting, if it was head-to-head, maybe make a different choice, but in a qualifier race, you just really want to mitigate risk.
Yeah, pretty much. It's especially the way these are scored with those top three determining that par score. You want to make sure you're as close to that top as statistically you think you can get.
Yeah, I felt a little bit like, I think a lot of people must have gone back for Eastern, but I felt like I needed to mitigate that. But I also never went back for the first three chests in Escape, so I missed 2 items there, and that was in the back of my mind forever.
Oh, and it's like Thelaine has taken a death on Ganon.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Let's go give it another try. But yeah, that Eastern, we were saying with the cube, those pendant dungeons did end up being the one of the sort of delineating factors between runners on stream here. Basically, that willingness to go back for those. They mostly turned out to be nothing. I think there's really just nothing in any of our pendant dungeons, nothing on the bed. So it was really just crystals and overworld all the way through, which that Smith tour, if whoever pulled it went out big.
Yeah, I feel like for most of the seed, I was trying to route like Willard would. I was like, in my head, it was like WWJBD. And said that over and over again. But I obviously did not get the actual Willard route, because that was amazing. Whatever he did.
Pull off first. I think he mentioned in chat about getting the sword out of Stalfo's room, as well as the one off the, I would imagine off the Lumber Cave. He mentioned he had Tempered, I think.
Yeah, see, I knew that. I channeled Willard. I did the exact same.
I imagine he probably did something pretty similar to me, other than he went to Stalfo's room first and got that sword.
Yeah, I saw that on Restream. It's a bummer you almost saved like 2 minutes there.
Yeah, I would have been right there with him, I think.
Yeah.
If I didn't have to go get the other one. But that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
You make decisions and then you live with them.
Yeah. And Thelaine has forfeit from the race.
Yeah,
So,
after
update
the
there. Yeah.
second one there.
It's unfortunate to see, but
Yeah, so his final standing score is going to total a 97-19, I would imagine. That forfeit's going to come in hard off the par score.
Yeah, I know that Thelaine is in Germany, so maybe he was hoping to take one last stab at that top 3 spot.
Yeah, and those had actually decided on the way into this one, we will have, because I guess we can round those about out now and catch up to where we're at, waiting for Scary Olive, the top 10, to give you Bonta. But it was Fox Zero in 5th, 1UP in 6th, Marty 7449 in 7th, Bonta in 8th place in this race, GFE 12 in 9th, and Jet in 10th. So GG's to all those. We'll have to see just how that time reflects off the par. A considerable gap there, so he may have dropped to his third position spot. Actually, it looks like Synac, you got the sheet updated already.
Yeah, I've been working on it. We'll have some unofficial results by the time this race concludes.
Yeah, I don't want to count the chickens before they all hatch, so I have a
Exactly.
good idea of who's going to qualify for that excellent privilege and prize with those top 3 seeds.
I gotta go catch some Stranger Things, you guys. But thank you so much for the restream, and I look forward to seeing you all.
GGs.
Yeah, thanks for the GGs, and I look forward to seeing you all in Virginia.
Also,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's what I forgot to ask you, was whether you plan to go to the event, but it sounds like you do.
Yeah, I
See
do,
you there.
unless there's some act of God or something, which could very well happen. But yeah, I'm really glad we got the 7000 series train.
Yes.
Course.
I'm when VTorp pulled that in, my request to add that, when he pulled that in and added it to V30.5, I was a happy man.
Yeah.
Like that was done on my birthday. It was a great birthday present. I don't even know.
That's great.
I don't think VTorp even realized it was my birthday that day, but
So
it made my day.
For those who might not be in the know, that little in-joke was from AGDQ 2019. The
Nice.
trains in DC say that if you're taking the correct train.
But a question in chat about how many qualify for the event in Virginia, and it's, I think, technically an uncapped number, provided you've done 2 qualifiers. Is that right?
So how it's gonna work now is we have our top 3. They get a guaranteed spot in the bracket stage, which is a bracket of 16 players. The 2 days before that, which is going to be the Thursday and Friday, there'll be up to 50 players divided into 10 groups of 5, and they will be fighting it out for the remaining 13 spots in that bracket. Our top 3 get an automatic free pass into the bracket, though. They don't have to fight through. They don't have to fight to earn their spot.
Right. It's going to be a big group stage on Thursday and Friday, the proper bracket on the following 2 days. At the end of it, a grand finalist, cash prize winner.
Yep.
All the bragging rights and everything that goes with that. So
It's a $3,000 pool. I'm not sure what the exact breakdown of the prize money is. I suspect it'll probably go to first, second, third, and fourth, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be this
absolutely.
Like if I'm not sure if you've ever been to like a GDQ and done like in-person racing yet, but for anybody who has, they know this how awesome and how much fun that can really be. Just to kind of be in the same room the same physical room as your opponent.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a totally different feeling. Obviously, tensions and drama can be high here with these SG races, but when they're just right over there, it's like
So like if you're like positioned like right in front of your opponent and you can like look at them while you're playing, you just have you can look at each other, but you can't see each other's screens or hear what's going on.
Yeah,
like you could do some poker style awesomeness there.
Yeah.
And really psych out your opponent. I'm not sure exactly how we'll have things laid out. I suspect that people will probably be separated from each other, but but yeah, just overall, this racing in person is just it's just something that you don't normally get to do, and it can be quite fun to do. That's my personal experience on that matter.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be exciting. Of course, at that SG Live event, more than just Link to the Past Randomizer, someone in chat already talked about spending time with the Ocarina of Time Rando tournament. I think we've got Mario 3. Is there a Mario 1 Warpless thing that's happening there, I think?
There's a bunch of side tournaments.
Yeah.
Like the other main tournament is going to be Super Mario Maker 2.
Oh,
And
right, of course.
I don't know what the exact format of that is going to be. I think it might be a series of blind races.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm a fan of the versus mode, but I know that some levels just aren't suited. But you can be quite and scary olive.
Taking a hit from
got the ferry.
It does have the ferry, so should be able to finish the fight.
I don't want to get too off topic here, but it'll be a little something for everybody. And if you're not a speedrunner and you're not into rando, there'll be plenty to do to watch. I think there'll still be some setups for casual playing as well. I suspect that it won't be all just serious business racing the entire 4 days. If you want more information, hit !SG Live. I'm sure somebody's already done it already.
Funny you should say.
I know. We can read chat a little bit more. So all the information that you need to know is there. If you still want to play Rando at SG Live, you didn't have to play in the qualifiers. We'll take you.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's a first come first serve on the tickets though. So you need to register. I'm not sure how many players we have right now. So I don't know if all 50 spots are taken. But yeah.
This is scary making his way into GT now. And sword in hand. I think he's probably just gonna bump these first two and get on out.
Yeah. Alright. Scary not remembering to grab a small key. Yeah. It's gonna be a pretty embarrassing mistake to make. Nobody's ever done that.
Yeah, and again with this particular Ganon's Tower layout, would get bailed out if they happen to make the mistake, but not the thing you want to go risking on the way up there.
Yeah, as they're saying that he doesn't think the ALTTP is full yet at SG Live. So
that's good.
Yeah,
news.
It's in Herndon, Virginia. It's in October 26th through the 29th. It's 4 days long. If you do plan on playing ALTTPR and you're not one of our 3 lucky bracket winners, guaranteed bracket placers, you'll need to be at the event by 10 a.m. Eastern time. Because that's when we start playing the bracket match or the group stages, the group matches. And you'll be expected to play a total of 4 up, maybe a 5th race on the first 2 days. We'll have more details on the exact what exactly to expect here out fairly soon for the group and bracket stage. So just keep your eyes peeled for that.
Yeah.
We'll have that out soon.
And so if you didn't make these qualifiers, you can definitely still play if you make the event and the tickets. The other thing is, if you're into the idea of those cash prizes and you want to help out filling up the pool a little bit, I'm pretty sure there's like some pretty sweet t-shirts near the bottom of that SG Live link. That's really cool designs.
I'm going to get that Ice Rod t-shirt, and I'll wear it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, Ice Rod Hunt is my thing.
I mean, if you play Rando, it's kind of everybody's thing, right?
Well, no, like, we got true Ice Rod Hunt. It's a customizer game that you can play.
Oh, gotcha.
It sounds about as terrible as it is.
Yeah, man. I mean, I guess if you expose yourself to enough of that pain, eventually you just become numb to it. You just find the ice rod. You just do it.
Yeah, except you just get every item, including all the dungeon items, keys, and it's like 214 empty checks, 1 ice rod, and then a Triforce on Trinex.
Nice.
Where the ice rod is, well, I mean,
Well, I mean, Trinex is the only thing you need it for, so it could be just about anywhere else.
yeah. It's
But that's pretty funny. I'm glad somebody had the humor and sense to put something like that together.
all right.
So, Scary, digging through the last couple of chests on the way up now. Looks up the hammer from Moldorm 2. Could be a classic. A lot of straight line logic in this Moldorm RNG today. Doesn't quite sneak in the menu before the explosions. Guess on account of having to use that hammer. Shots out through the block. Couple very carefully trimmed dashes with the boots keeps from a big old Helmasaur headache. Not a question from Cryptix. A couple, depending on your route. A couple of troll items. The biggest one, I think the one that may have really, unfortunately, ruined a run for Thelane was that Cane of Samaria being in the big chest and swamp. Not necessarily a hard item to get, really, but it was in the big chest with the big key on the left side. And when you're trying to win a big race, sometimes you make gambles. So that was one. I guess Dark Cross is always just kind of annoying. And that had our Quake medallion for Turtle Rock. Other than that, I think things were pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Fire Rod was along the way, really. You were going to have to go through there.
Yeah, and it kept you out of the back of Skull Woods, or at least it should have for these runners.
Yeah.
It did end up. As you can see, the very full pendant and crystal tracks on the top half of our screen.
So, I mean, overall, I think it was a fairly straightforward qualifier. Like, really, it was the only thing was, yeah.
Yeah, compared to some of the other ones, it was pretty much cakewalk as far as like, okay, no Aga, no Ped, like done. But it was, I think if you just kind of kept going with the things you were doing, it like wasn't quite linear. It just kind of gave you things in a weird order. Willard reminds us Mushroom and Agita leading to Flippers at the turn.
Yeah,
that was definitely unusual. Especially and the Moon Pearl was in Ice Rock Cave, so you might be inclined to go right for your fake flips out of that.
It's true.
You just kind of never think about it again. It was a very thorough seed, I guess one would say. Agina, Ice Rock Cave, Waterfall. Zora was Bupkis, as was his Ledge. And then, of course, having to go all the way through Swamp.
I mean, like, if you look at things like relatively, the seed wasn't bad, maybe compared to the other qualifiers.
Yeah. And I think probably some of the lower finish times overall.
Yeah, I think we've had a few that had finishers in like the 120s. But those were, yeah.
Yeah. Some good crispy seeds.
I mean, all the data is public, so anybody can go in and take a look. And
Yeah, if you're in the XG Live Discord, you go into that ALTTPR channel, and you got the big old sheet. Down goes Ganon for Scary Olive. With the kit they have, putting the silvers in. Finishes it up pretty strongly. That's going to be GG's for Scary Olive, who finishes in 14th overall out of our 15 runners in this race with a time of 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 24 seconds. Preceded by Jay Coper in 11th, Ilus 24 in 12th, Lin in 13th, and followed in, it would be about 10 minutes time to the stream, Brewers fan JP. So GG's to all, and that's going to round out this race.
we'll see if Scary Olive wants to do an interview.
I wonder if they even know they ended up tapped for the restream after a little bit of hang up with Banta.
Yes, that is true. Scary Olive was kind of like a
Swap it.
a bit race swap in.
Yeah, so unofficially, that top three set more early next week. We'll get you all your scores and your stats. Probably see the sheet update a little bit if you keep an eye on it.
Yeah, we'll have an official announcement of the top three. We just have to do a few administrative things first before we can officially say that these are the top three. So yeah, just give us a little bit of time on that. But I mean, it's pretty close to done though. So
yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
But this has been. Well, actually, yeah. It's waiting on Scary, I guess. But this was the 20th of our Link to the Past Randomizer Qualifiers. And we thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed it. And consider getting down to the event in Virginia in October, because it's going to be a good time.
Oh yes, it is. If you're in the area, I'd recommend going. I think you'll have, if you're willing to watch these, like just think of this except like in a live setting with other people. Maybe that scares some people away. I don't know. But,
yeah, you mean with people
yeah.
and faces? Oh no, I just like the microphones and the voices.
That is fair.
Yeah.
So I think this is pretty late. So I think this is the last thing on SpeedGaming for tonight.
And do we still have a schedule come in? We do.
Yeah. There's
been a little while. Yeah, it's gonna be the last thing here on the mothership, as some call it. Looks like right along with us, we had a Z1R race finish up over on 2. And tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Cars glitchless? Like Disney's Cars?
I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not familiar.
I've seen
something else, but hey, look.
I mean,
any game can be a speed game if you know what you're doing.
I mean, I've
we're
seen
getting
Stranger
confirmation.
Things.
Disney's Cars.
That's
at 9 a.m. if you want to see that. I'm just saying. I might tune in.
I'll be in briefcase mode, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I'm not sure which yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, getting paid's nice.
It's true.
Yeah, but I had a funny feeling where we not getting that interview.
Yeah.
So, I want to thank you all again for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the race. Thank you again to our trackers who were Long Road and I'm gonna have to type the command because I've forgotten. Portal Science, keeping us all up to date, filling in all the pendants and crystals for our top 2 so we can get that pen check. And Synax, it's been a pleasure.
It has been. it's been fun doing these 20 qualifiers. It's been
Yeah.
a decent amount of work, but I think it's been worth, and I really look forward to seeing just how people perform in Virginia here in a couple months.
Likewise. But with that, I think we're gonna call this one a race. Thank you again. Good night, and tune in for cars tomorrow because it's a thing.